Help wanted Metro Police right now. They are in hiring mode. The need to beef up the force gets more urgent right now as the valley keeps growing and more officers retire. And 13 Action News reporter Alyssa Bethencourt now shows us there's also a push to hire officers who reflect our diverse community as we grow from Meadows to Metropolis.
What was the name of your street again, sir?
It's a 24/7 job. Protecting and serving the Las Vegas Valley is no easy task, and it's getting even harder to do.
Last year, we had a record number of officers and supervisors retire from this agency.
Deputy Chief Kelly McMahill has served with the LVMPD for more than 2 decades. In all of those years, she says recruiting new officers has never been so difficult.
I think the challenge will always be on the front side, the funding. Where does the money come from to fund the number of police officers that we truly need in this valley? And then secondarily to that, in the times that we live in, how do we then successfully recruit the right people to come here?
They're the same questions that neighboring police department North Las Vegas PD is trying to answer. They serve one of the fastest growing and diverse populations in the valley.
We're trying to get an agency that represents the community we serve.
Both police departments say they can't afford to lose any more officers on our streets, especially when crime isn't easing up. But with the trends they've experienced in recent years, there's no guarantee they'll be able to retain members of their force.
I think that the national sort of feeling against police has become a real challenge for us to both keep officers here and also go out and recruit for officers.
In an effort to recruit, local departments have put up billboards in places like Chicago, Portland, Minneapolis, and Austin, hoping to pull officers from those cities in what they call a lateral academy.
We've been working really hard at getting some new folks.
Departments are looking to offer generous moving bonuses to those who take the job. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the average salary of a police and sheriff's patrol officer in the U.S. is about $65,000. In Southern Nevada, it's above that at around $79,000 annually.
It really is becoming a bidding war, right? In many of the cities across the country.
Looking forward, Metro wants to keep a ratio of at least 2 officers per 1,000 residents. That's the recommendation from law enforcement leaders across the country.
Here in Las Vegas, that's tricky.
McMahill says because the city is so much more than just its residents, Metro is currently operating below the national standard. That means extra demand for the department and its officers.
We're averaging about 900 officers a week working overtime.
North Las Vegas PD is using a different approach through community policing, hoping the efforts will pay off as both the city and the department grow.
It can't be just either the police or the community. It's got to be a partnership to keep us safe.
Regardless of the steps being taken, the question still stands. How will local law enforcement agencies keep up with a growing valley if they can't get more people to join them on the front lines? Alyssa Bethencourt, 13 Action News.
Both police departments right now, they're also looking to recruit locally through different programs. 13 Action News also invited the Henderson Police Department to be a part of this conversation, but they declined an interview.